Hey, what's up, guys? Well, I got finally broke down and installed my new rudder pedals. I got them like a week and a half ago. I just haven't installed them, even though that sounds ridiculous. Like, you would think that I'd want to install them and try them out. I was just kind of like resisting the change from yoke flying to yoke and rudder flying. And, now it's the real thing. Well, as close to the real thing, I guess, as you can get. And I got to tell you, it's definitely different. But I'm really glad that I did do it, and I'm just going to. I wanted to stream here a little bit. I tried it a little bit before, so this is like kind of like my second time using the rudder pedals to steer and control the plane, and trying to get the hang of that. And so here we're going to go. We're going to be in VR, so I'm not going to be able to see your chat, unfortunately. I'll check it every once in a while. All right, I need my volume to be a little louder here on the plane. I can't really hear the sound. Exterior aircraft. That's better. Okay, so now it's like I'm kind of sitting back now. Feet on the rudders. You can see I'm looking down here, moving my feet, and the rudder pedals are moving. So I'm using the CH product pedals, which are one of the more popular pedal that I found. So I think it was like $120, I want to say, something like that, $110. I can't remember. So anyway, yeah, so it's got the toe brakes and the rudder pedals. And the thing you have to remember about rudders, took me a while to get used to it, is that your whatever rudder you're pushing forward, that's the way that you're turning. So in other words, I wanted to turn left, I would push the left rudder pedal forward. It seems opposite when you first start using it. I guess from, the brain connection of driving a car, it just seems opposite. So if I want to go right, I'm going to push my right pedal forward. So in any event, that's what you got to do here. So let me get the brake off here. Toe brakes work. All I have to do is just basically, that's to have to put my feet forward a little bit, and it stops the plane. So that's good. So if I want to turn to the right, I'm going to push the right pedal like that. I just use the throttle. And you don't need the ailerons at all. They don't really control anything. It's now going to be all... It's just weird getting used to pushing the way you want to go. But in any event, that's the whole idea. You push the way you want to go. So I want to go right, I push right. I go left, I push left. And it doesn't take much. I probably have to adjust the sensitivity a little bit. Now I'm crashing into the T-hangers here, but what I want to do is slow up here. Slow up here. Now I'm controlling this thing with my feet. And I want to get to the hold line here and just stop. I would say Oceano traffic, Sky Hawk 328 Tango Delta crossing runway 29. Hold on, Oceano. Okay, brakes off. I'm turning to the right, so I want to throttle up a little bit. Now turn to the left. Just takes a little getting used to. But it's definitely more realistic, which is what I want, so I can just slow up a little bit, just a little tap on the brake. So now I'm going to push the left foot to turn left. I'm sure after a few hours, I'll get it'll become like just connect. I'll just remember it. Just be like, muscle memory. And I could see why now people taxi very slowly. You know, when you're using the yoke to taxi, it's easy because it's like a steering wheel. But this is much harder. I'm sure there's an experienced X-plane pilots watching this. They're laughing at me, but what can I say? Hey, 6 people watching. What's up, guys? Yeah, so you're experiencing my noobish practicing with the new rudder pedals, CH Products rudder pedals, and trying to be more realistic. I want to make my turn here, so push like that and brake. Beautiful. Okay, so here it's the Oceano traffic cycle 328 Tango Delta, departing runway 29 left, close pattern, Oceano. That's it, right? So now, inch forward. I want to turn left, push left. Now you don't really, you need a little right rudder on takeoff and a little bit on turns. But other than that, you know, maybe a little bit on landing too. All right, so there we go. Mayday, how you doing? Thanks for joining the stream. Appreciate it. Tell you, my legs are not used to doing this, but this is good. It's all good. It's all good. Here we go. Ready? A little right rudder because of P factor. A little right rudder. I got to adjust the sensitivity, I think. Very sensitive. I'm going to adjust the sensitivity to 50%, I think. That wasn't bad. And now the rudders are just used to fly. To assist turns, I should say. To help you stay on a level turn and keep that turn, that the coordinator ball in the middle. So now it's the Oceano traffic cycle 328 Tango Delta, turning crosswind runway 29, turning left crosswind runway 29 Oceano. So I want to push my rudder left a little bit, help coordinate that turn. Not much, just a little bit. And these rudder pedals have like notches, so you know when they're back to even. So it makes it a little easier. But it's definitely a different feeling, that's for sure. Now I'm just trying this without, I'm not on Pilot Edge, I'm just doing this in my own little world here, just making sure that I could do things properly. So let's make another downwind turn, push with the rudder to assist it. That's too much. Too much. Now the rudders come into play when you've got wind. Now I don't have any wind right now. I'm just basically zero weather. So once I start to use the weather more, and we start landing with crosswinds, crabbing the plane, I'll be using the rudder probably more to direct that kind of flight. All right, do our left base turn. Little bit of rudder. It does assist the turn. I mean, you can make a lot tighter turns. That's for sure. Flaps to 10. Not used to using the muscles in my legs to fly, though. I'll tell you that. And now we'll turn left to final. We're at the 400 feet. Push left. Turn left. Runway right there. And the thing I have to really get the hang of is using the brakes. But I wanted to do this because it's just It's closer to real world flying. And that's the whole objective. Now, I have no wind here, so I really don't need my rudders at all. But you can see if I move the rudder, the plane's yawing. Right now I've got it on right in the middle. 70 knots. We're down, flaps up. No, see what I want there. I want to use the rudder. I got to use that's what I got to get used to doing. Using the rudders to steer the plane after I land. Yeah, see that's what I got to get used to. All right, let's break it up here. That's what I have to get used to. All right, let me taxi here again. That wasn't too good. I wasn't too happy with that. I guess you want to go right rudder when you're landing, because the plane will a little bit of right rudder, because the plane will tend to go to the left, like as it would if you were taking off. Let's see if just gonna check chat real quick. Yeah, Mayday. It's definitely a different feeling. That's for sure. I'm glad I did it. Glad I did it. And it'll give my legs a little bit of a workout, which they need. Like I said, I'm using muscles here that I normally don't use. But I tell you what I am going to do here. Let me just, I'm going to adjust the sensitivity, because they're really sensitive. Super sensitive. All right, let me get the brake on here. All right, let me just adjust the sensitivity. Control sensitivity. See, I have them on 30. Stability augmentation. What does that mean? In reality, aircraft quality solution displaces G-force to help make for the lack of these things. You can slide the sliders up a bit to add auto control displacement to stabilize the plane. It isn't realistic, but it makes more. Okay, let's bring this up to 40. This up to 40. Actually, I'm gonna go to 50, and I could always go down. Let's try that. Okay. See, now it's it seems a little bit more controllable. Yeah, just have to get used to. Want to go left? Press left. Want to go right? Push forward right. You got to get used to that, because for some reason my brain wants to go the other way. I want to push forward to go the other way. It's like turning a steering wheel or something. I don't know, hard to explain. All right, so let's hold short here. That now it's a little bit smoother. Probably could be even smoother. We could just put the brakes on just like that while we're turning, which is nice. Okay, and then we could release the brakes. This will be the proof when I might even adjust it even more. Let's see. But it seems to be a little bit more controllable. All right. So we're definitely going to want right rudder. Till it gets rolling, and then usually I could straighten it out. That's better than last time. The landing will be the key. Oops. Okay, we can go now. Let's do our crosswind turn. All right. Now I'm going to remember on the landing this time, right rudder. Downwind turn. So picking up altitude on my turns, which I don't want. I got to get the hang of keeping that correct. There's our runway. I picked Oceana because I've done this pattern like, 100 times, so I know it pretty well. I think my trim, I got to put my trim down a little bit. You can see, boom. It is nice having the yaw, that's for sure. Do our base turn, flaps to 10. And we'll do our final. Helping it out with rudder so I can make the turn a little quicker. That's nice. So if I feel like I've overshot, I can get myself in line a little bit quicker with the rudder. Just help it out with a little rudder. Now we're good, so I'll get it back in the middle spot here. I'm not going to worry about putting the flaps up while I'm rolling. I'm just going to stop the plane first, and then I'll put the flaps up. Let's do that. I think that's a better order. So I want to do right rudder when my wheels hit. I think. 60 knots. Power down. Get ready to the right rudder. Oh, see, no, not right rudder. Damn it. Left rudder. Oh. All right, so think about that. What was wrong with that? See, this is where I like translation gets screwed up. We'll try that again. That was terrible. Oh, it's terrible. Okay. I'll get the hang of it. One more try. But I'm going to adjust the sensitivity again. I still think it's too sensitive. Oh, see that? Damn it. My translation's screwed up here. Right, stop the damn plane. Stop the plane. All right, good. Yeah, that wasn't too nice, dude. That was terrible. We're going to go to 60. All right, here we go. Flaps up. All right, here we go. I'm okay with the rudders on the takeoff. Getting there. But it's definitely more work, that's for sure. So it's definitely not right rudder when you land. It's no rudder until you need rudder. One more time. Like I said, this is just going to be a quick stream. I'm probably not going to even post this on the channel. I need a lot of practice with the rudders. Check the frame rates here. Oh. Damn. All right. Rudders are straightened out. The full flaps here. Sweating. Real immersion, that's for sure. Okay, so now I'm just a little bit to the right, a little bit to the left. Toe brakes. See, that's the thing, you gotta do the toe brakes at the same time. Because you got a left toe brake and a right toe brake. And when you hit the toe brake, you hit this one, you're gonna go that way. You hit this one, you're gonna go that way. Much better. Much better. All right, let's taxi over to transient. And that's what we're gonna have to work on. That was much better. I'm happy, much happier with that one. But definitely some work to be done. Definitely some work to be done. But that's okay. That's what it's all about, right? You could use the right brake to kind of turn the plane too, I guess. All right, we'll park right there. Whew. Oh, man. Yeah, that's definitely different. Yeah, Mayday, that one, the last one was a little bit better, but I think I still have a lot of work to do. So, in any event, just a quick stream, just to show you guys and how to, using the new Rudder pedals, CH product pedals. It's going to take a lot to get used to them. I'm sure after, let's see, I've got 45 hours on this plane flying it without the Rudder pedals. I would say another 30 hours flying it with them, and I should be in good shape. But we'll get to that. So anyway, hit the like button if you like what we saw. Don't forget to subscribe to Bambino Games for more X-Plane 11 in VR with fly inside and the new Rudder pedals. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a great day.